Hello everybody, welcome back to our episode of Coober Pedy Opal. Today I got this big piece of opal, really thick stuff, but it's got a really thin bar going through it. So today we're going to aim to get a nice stone out of that little thin bar. You can see it's a bit directional because not on every angle you see colour. You see bits of red in that, but you can see the bar in this, it goes up on the angle. So it's going to be fun to see what happens with this. But I'm hoping we get a really nice piece of opal. So it won't have much of a dome on it because the bar's so thin, but it should have some good colour hopefully. Also got these two opals from last week. These are the two I cut last week, rubbed up. They've dried on the job stick now, so they're ready to cut, and I'll be cutting these today. They won't be the main focus of the video, but they will be a bit of snapshot of finishing them off. But hopefully that first piece I showed you, that cuts nicely, and these two should polish nicely. Hope you'll enjoy this episode of Coober Pedy Opal. So guys, we'll be starting with that piece I cut from last week's video. This one has a really nice flash of green and red, orangey sort of colour. So I'll be starting on the 600 with this piece. I'll just be running around the outside, making sure the dome's all nice and even, making sure I don't run through the colour bar, because on this piece it's not a very thick colour bar. So I'll just be running around the outside, doing a little bit of dome. You can see I'm going now, just making it all even around the outside, getting rid of any bumps and any scratches from the last time I cut it. Now that the two from last week's videos are pretty much perfect shape and the dome's pretty even, now I can move on to the main piece of this video. This big hunk of opal with a little bar through it. But we're just going to run around the outside, get rid of all the sand so we know what the opal bar is doing, then we can read the stone a bit better. And then we'll work it out. Once we've got all the sand off, we can look on the top, look around the whole stone and examine it, see which way it's going to cut best and cut from that way, and then try and get a great stone out of it. So guys, I did a bit of an examining on the stone. There's a little colour bar on top, you can see I've sliced off. I can now get a little solid or a doublet out of that. And I've still got my big stone. Slicing is just such a better option than grinding through. If I ground through that, I would have wasted probably close to $100 because it's a really nice colour, that top piece. But with slicing I get to get as much as I can out of stone. And I still have everything in it. At the moment, I'm just going down on that colour bar. There's still a thin bit of potch above the colour bar. I just want to get real close to that colour bar, not exactly on it, because when I go through the other wheels, I'm going to take a fair bit of material off. So if I just cut just above that bar, when I move along the wheels, that means I'll slowly get down onto the bar, and at the time I'm polishing, I'll be in the middle of that bar and I'll have the best colour possible. right now that I've done the sides and the top, I can now move on to the back. I need to do the back so it fits the stone nicely. I mean, on the domstick nicely. Because if I have a rough back, the stone will sit uneven on the domstick. And if I have sand on there, the domstick won't stick properly. So now I'm just going to make the back flat with the top. And just so there's no sand in it. You've probably seen that the opal's not a very good shape, it's pretty freeform. So now I'm just going to, well, there's a heap of potch in the face as well, fair bit of potch. So now I'm going to go around the outside, get rid of the potch, and then probably make it an oval. And I'm also going to clean up the top and clean up the back so it's perfect for a domstick. And then we should be ready to go through all the other wheels next week and polish it. Now that the main stone for this video is done, ready for a domstick, I'll be moving on to the 600 wheel with the 2 other stones I had on the domsticks. Just finishing up their shape, getting any scratches out, getting a nice dome on them. Won't be too much of a dome as last week they were really thin colour bars. It'll just be a little bit round over the edges. But yeah, get these stones finished and then get the results in for you. So everybody, I completed the stones that I started cutting last week, and then I put them on domstick this week, and you can see both of them came out really nice. The stone on the left there, the big piece, it's got some really nice colour. You can see that flash that goes through it, real nice orangey green and sometimes a little bit of red in it. It is a little bit directional, that big piece, but when you get it on that angle like right now, really nice colour. The second piece, that came out really good. I'm very happy with that. It didn't look like it was going to cut much, but now you can see there's that nice little red, bluey, sort of greeny sort of roll. Really nice colour. It's got like 3 waves in it and you roll it. I really do like that pattern in it. But overall, I'm very happy with how both these stones came out. Came out with really nice colour. And here's the second piece I'll be getting at now. Second piece had some really nice colour. You can see now it's a nice oval. You can still see there's a little bit of potch on the top. The colour's not that clear. But you can see really nice red rolling through it, really nice colour. It's not that bright, but I'm hoping as I get further down it's going to be better. You can see there's still a little bit of potch above that bar. There's not much, but it should still get a little bit better. When I get it on the domstick next week, I should finish this stone and give you guys the results. Hope you all enjoyed this episode of Coober Pedy Opal, and hopefully see you in the next one.